if you find yourself in survival states, whether that's, at a 9 to 5, working hard for money, or working hard at home for people, right? Or constantly having this fear of not having enough, you can actually ruin your life. Because what happens is, when you make decisions, whether that's the next job, the next business idea, the next relationship, the next friendship, the next whatever decisions in life you're making them from a place of fear, of survival, of lack, of scarcity. Like, let me hurry up and make this decision, and being anxious about it. Then you have the propensity, right, and the tendency to walk into misaligned gates and misaligned paths. And I know this because when I was in survival, even as a nurse, I would be taking positions that actually were less than what I deserved, right? I was taking low payment because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to take care of myself, or that I wouldn't have enough, right? And so I was anxious, and I was coming from and operating from a place where my nervous system was dysregulated. And when you operate from those kinds of spaces and those kinds of states within your body that's dysregulated, anytime you are anxious about a decision, whether that's relationships, money, jobs, whatever the case may be, you are operating from survival. And then it actually, what you think is the world against you, and the world, sort of directing your path, is actually you walking into misaligned doorways and paths, because your nervous system, you're still in survival and burnout. So it's actually you who's the operant power of your reality. It's actually you. And I know this because once I decided that I was sick and tired of the way that I was living, high functioning anxiety and depression and burnout, and I dived deep to do this nervous system work, right? Making sure that my inner temple, because your temple of safety is within you, right? But right now it's in disarray, so you can't even receive the ancient codes, the wisdom, right, that you need for you to move forward in your life, to thrive and not just survive. And this takes tending to your inner temple, to your inner sanctuary, especially as a woman, as a divine feminine, as an empath, as an oracle. You have the tendency to feel easily, and those same feelings, those same gifts, those same spiritual nudges, right, that you tend to use when you're absorbing other people's energy, can be what unlocks the key to your next elevation. When I took a sabbatical, I listened to that nudge, even though it was hard because I was still in survival. That was a spiritual download that actually helped me to retire from nursing, which was scary. And it required me to ground out and stabilize and regulate my nervous system, right? Survival can ruin your life, that state of survival, of anxiety. And so I want to encourage you, as an empath myself, as someone who knows what it's like to be involved in toxic relationships and jobs, and not feeling like, even living paycheck to pay, like making like 10 grand a month, still living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because I was spending from my wounds. I was spending from nervous system dysregulation. I was giving too much of myself. Okay. So I have something called the Empress Method. It's a free masterclass below. Sign up for that. For you, it was created and birthed from me, for you to actually learn how to shift out of burnout and survival states, to tap into your feminine essence, right? And then I have my empath guide It is called an admissions guide. It's free there, down below to you. And I have a free feminine nervous system, guys. I have a bunch of free resources for you to help you to start to regulate your nervous system, because I want you free. I want you out of survival. I want you to be thriving, okay, the way I've been able to thrive inside, okay? This doesn't have to do with like money and like having the things. What is worth more than anything in the world is not money, it's not things, it's not this, it's not that. It's you returning to and remembering the power that you hold that's within you. It's the most important thing, and you won't thrive without it. You just simply won't. You can look for it everywhere else, but it's literally inside of you. Okay, so click the link below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.